Hey tennis fans, I'm Grace Carter and this is Tennis Now. A soggy stretch at Roland Garros did not stall Novak Djokovic, although it did take him 2 days to complete his fourth round win. And along the way, instead of complaining, he had some fun with the fans. After the win, he asked a ball boy to join him in a celebratory salute to the fans. It's very cute. Agnieszka Radwanska was not laughing at the conditions. After her loss, she took some treatment for a hand injury, and then afterward, Aga took a backhanded shot at tournament organizers, blasting the tournament for sending players out on a drizzly Tuesday.
I'm just so surprised and angry that we have to play in the rain. I mean, it's not the 10,000 tournament. I mean, it's a Grand Slam. How can you allow players to play in the rain? I cannot play in that conditions.
There was a moment where it looked like you were trying to explain that to the chair.
Yeah, well, also in the morning, like the second set, we played pretty much in the rain, and I don't know who allows us to play in that kind of conditions. I mean, I don't think they really care what we think. I think they care really about other things, I guess. So, well, I'm just pissed.
Simona Halep also not a happy camper. After her fourth round loss to Sam Stosur, Simona called conditions impossible.
I cannot comment about the conditions because I have no words. It was impossible to play, in my opinion, and to play tennis matches during the rain, I think it's a bit too much. But everyone was in the same situation, and who was stronger won today.
And while Venus Williams didn't have to play on Tuesday, she said she thinks the conditions were unplayable because the balls were very wet and very heavy. And she says because not everyone has to play on those particular days and under those terrible conditions, she says it doesn't seem like an equal playing field. So tell us what you think. Were conditions unplayable? Or, hey, it's an outdoor tournament. Conditions are variables that players all have to cope with no matter what. Give us a shout. And now to all the injuries. Rafa Nadal. Boy, no one wanted to see him pull out of Roland Garros, but Rafa says his wrist was just too painful. He couldn't play. Rafa told the media he hoped to recover in time for Wimbledon, but his chances got a little tougher because he has also had to pull out of the Queen's Club, which is the very popular warm-up Wimbledon tournament set for later this month. Rafa's uncle and coach, Tony Nadal, told Sport 360 that Rafa's injury has come at the worst possible moment. And I have to say, we agree. Very tough one for Rafa and his fans, wishing him luck. It was the ankle for Caroline Wozniacki, an injury that knocked her out of Madrid, Rome, and Paris. But she's making a bit of a striking comeback in the new issue of Esquire magazine. Very pretty, but in between all those poses, Caro has been practicing on hard court in her home of Monte Carlo, getting ready for the upcoming grass court season. And she's going to be the Danish flag bearer for the Rio Summer Olympic Games. However, there is a catch there because she might not be eligible to compete at the Games. USA Today writer and Tennis Now friend Nick McCarville reports the Danish Federation is going to file an appeal with the International Tennis Federation to have Caro declared eligible for the Games. Because of her ankle injury, Wozniacki couldn't compete for Denmark in its Fed Cup tie back in April, and Fed Cup participation is an Olympic requirement. Danish officials are going to argue that Caro was committed to play Fed Cup, but because of the injury, she wasn't able to play. Meantime, her ranking has dropped to number 34. The ITF should have a ruling by June 30th, and we'll keep you posted. Okay, we're going to leave you now with the sounds of weirdness. Robin Haas, annoyed by his opponent's very loud grunting, decides to imitate the grunt with one of his own loud grunts, and he gets a hindrance penalty. Robin argued his case, questioning why it was acceptable for his opponent to grunt on each shot, but a violation for him to do it just the once. I guess some grunts are better left unsaid. Check it out. Let us know what you think. That's the news for now. I'm Grace Carter. We'll see you next time here on Tennis Now.